had a nightmare last night. And so this morning, just to get myself going to do anything, I stopped in the garden and looked at things. Sometimes you have to trick yourself into moving forward with the day, and my way of doing that is just to get outside. So I wanted to do some art. I wanted to do these postcards so I could send encouraging things to people. And in order to do that for other people, I needed to do it first for myself. So a few little beautiful things pulled from my garden. I even decided to paint outside because I needed that little bit of extra encouragement. I needed that sunshine. I needed to rework the scary things that I had dreamed about. I dreamed specifically about abusers in my life. And those sorts of dreams stick with you. So it ruined my entire day. Every time I tried to do a task, I would just start crying instead of actually doing it. And that does not make for a great day. When you really want to do the basic things of life, but something inside of you says, nope, we're going to feel all of these feelings now. And that really sucks. It was a horrible day, except for the fact that I got to paint. I could set aside, I had the privilege and the space to set aside the logistical tasks of my day and say, you know what, today's gonna be a painting day. And so that's what I did. And a lot of my painting recently has been based off of intuition. I really want to get down to the intuition of how can I keep things be simple? How can I stop overthinking things? How can I enjoy the process? Just play with colors and see what happens. And often when I do that, I do end up coming up with things that I really enjoy. When I'm having a terrible day like this, that's not how it works. I mean, even on this little piece, I wanted to make those little shapes into fish. Did I make that work? Absolutely not. I could not make anything come together in a way that I liked. And on these days, I just have to be patient with it. So I brought my things in, I ate some ice cream, I gave myself a little space to feel things. I know we all have days like this, right? We all have days where we need to find those little nooks and crannies of time to slow down, say it's going to be okay, take care of ourselves in the way that we actually need. I start my paintings off with invitations, and that's what you see in the base layer. It's just a few random shapes, and it invites me, future version of me, to create something that I enjoy. And I've ruined a few invitations today. They just went flat, and I had to just trust that it would be okay next time. It would be okay later. And so the one that finally worked was the one that I had painted over entirely. I decided to paint those tiny little grass flowers. So if you sit in the grass and look at what's under your feet, you find more than just grass, right? You find these tiny little white flowers with yellow centers that get stepped on all day, and they just keep growing. And they're really beautiful, and they're really tiny, and they're very unassuming, and they just keep growing. One of the things that I really want in my life is to be brave. I am brave. I am courageous. I am strong. I am intentional about growing. So even when I have terrible anxiety days or terrible grief days or near panic days, I can know that I am a strong person because I'm working through this. Me having grace for myself is a strength. Me choosing to grow even when I'm being stepped on all day, which I'm not stepped on all day. I have left a lot of bad situations before, and I am in a safe place, which is amazing, but the memories come back, right? That's what trauma triggers are. You feel like you're still in that situation. Your brain believes that it's still in that terrible situation. And so we gotta have a little patience for our brains, right? As they catch up to reality. And we need to have that patience to rewrite that wiring and say, it's okay. It genuinely is okay. So on this day, I decided I'm just going to paint a bunch of these flowers. I don't have to overthink it and be super creative and make sure every postcard is different. No, I'm just going to draw a similar background for each, maybe with some color variation, and enjoy the flowers. Enjoy those tiny little grass flowers that other people might overlook. So one of the things I want to come back to again and again is the fact that you are probably far more brave and far more courageous than you think you are. Especially if you're a person who deals with anxiety, the fact that you are processing it and working through it every day, that's amazing, and you're doing such a great job. Sometimes I have to trick myself into doing normal life things that other people see as totally easy. I need to give myself clear steps. I need to work myself there. I need to be gentle with the process. Like, I need to be very intentional about very simple things that I so wish it was easy, right? But I need to remind myself, and I would love to remind you, that doing these things for yourself is courageous. So in case you needed that reminder and that encouragement, struggle doesn't make you weak. So when I had all 4 sets of flowers painted, I gave them little yellow middles. I took a lot of time writing the note that I sent on these postcards. Because I was having such a terrible day, I had to sit down with my books and give myself extra time. So when I clean up my space, it's basically me cleaning up my mind. I get to clear out the clutter, maybe get rid of some unwanted negative feelings that I am ready to let go of, and read some books, write some notes, get my brain back in order. And when I was able to do all of that, I wrote this note. May you find courage in hardship, peace in rest, and companionship all along the way. You are a gift. Your presence, your every breath, your light is a gift. I say that specifically, you are a gift, because a lot of us experienced the need to perform growing up. We needed to perform in order to be valuable, and we needed to perform in order to be quote unquote worthy of love. And I just want to remind myself and to remind the people who get these postcards that they are enough, they are worth care and love, and their presence and their existence is a gift. Yes, and for you guys listening to this, I'd love to encourage you in that as well. You are a gift. If you would like to receive a postcard of your own, please go to my website, sign up for one, and subscribe to this video as well. I will be sharing more about the postcard process, encouraging anyone who wants to be encouraged through this work. So thank you for being here. Have an awesome day.